just read the craziest article scrolling down my Google News feed. So February 24th, 2023, Universal Studios will be making a movie called Cocaine Bear. The movie is supposedly about a bloodthirsty bear on a drug-fueled rampage through a Georgia forest, but that's not the part that shocked me. What shocked me was finding out that the movie is based on true events. So your girl had to do some research. This story is wild, and not because Pablo Eskobear, yes, I said Eskobear, as he has been so awesomely named, actually attacked anyone in its drug-addled state, but because the person who caused the poor bear's drug bans and subsequent demise was a real character. So let's talk about it. I'm bringing the story to you from this horror-related channel because it applies. I think it's pretty horrifying that a bear died because some jerk, may he and the bear rest in peace, dropped some narcotics in the middle of the woods. But before we get into it, you know I've got to do it. Welcome to Creepycassettiyt, your place for horror in reality and beyond. I am your host, Dee, and if this content fascinates you, well, stick around for more weird news stories because there will definitely be more. We live in a weird world and there's much to talk about. Okay, so what's the story? Well, in 1985, an army vet turned racehorse trainer turned police officer turned narcotics agent turned narcotics smuggler Andrew Thornton dropped a duffel bag with 75 pounds of coke worth an estimated $15 million in the Chattahoochee National Forest in Georgia with the intent to return and collect his wares. Thornton, who was described by ex-coworker in law enforcement as Starsky and Hutch type cop, made a seamless transition from narcotics officer to narcotics smuggler. And I don't know how much cops get paid in this area, but I imagine the money on the other side of the fence was better, because why else would somebody risk their freedom and reputation? Thornton never made it back to the bag because he died. He was on his way back from Cessna, Colombia on a smuggling trip, and from what we understand, the plane was loaded down and he dropped a few of the duffel bags to lighten the load. He then jumped out of the plane that he had previously been piloting above Tennessee, and he was knocked unconscious after hitting his head on one of the plane's wings or the tail. Accounts differ, which means he didn't pull his parachute and, he went splat. Which honestly, if I'm gonna jump out of a plane and die, I'd prefer to be this way. I'd rather not see the ground coming. He was found dead in someone's driveway on September the 11th, 1985, with a hell of a lot of incriminating evidence on his person, like a bulletproof vest, night vision goggles, some weapons, both knives and guns included, $4,500, the key to a plane, and 35 more kilos of coke. His plane was found in the mountains of Clay County, North Carolina, and law enforcement officials traced the plane's trajectory, locating 9 duffel bags of coke along the way. No idea who he was smuggling for, but I'm certain they were not happy to find that their product was strewn between North Carolina and Tennessee, and would be eventually seized by law enforcement. But there was 10 bags total, and 3 months later they would locate the last bag. Just a few feet away was a dead black bear with 40 empty packs of coke laying around its body. The 150 to 175 pounds, sources differ, black bear suffered multiple ailments as a result of the 4 grams of illicit substance found in its blood. The poor bear had cerebral hemorrhaging, respiratory failure, hyperthermia, renal failure, heart failure, stroke, and the list just goes on and on. This is just what was reported on. I genuinely hope the substances numb some of the symptoms of these conditions. I just hope that the poor bear didn't feel any pain. Let's not litter or leave drugs in forests, okay? Let's remember that we share this planet and we need to be good to its other inhabitants. The bear's carcass was taxidermied by state officials and donated to the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. It was displayed in the visitor center for a few years until a wildfire swept through and it was moved to storage. It was then bought by a pawn shop, sold to the country music star Waylon Jennings. Jennings then gifted the bear to a friend in Las Vegas, Nevada, and when said friend died, the bear was auctioned off to Zhu Tang. Mr. Tang died in 2012, and his wife sold the bear to Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall in Lexington, Kentucky, and it can still be found there to this day. So that's the real story of Pablo Eskobear. I might actually go see the movie, even if it will be heavily embellished, seeing as the bear didn't actually attack or eat anyone. Movie descriptions also place Pablo's weight as being 500 pounds, which we know from earlier is also not true, but it's being painted with Hollywood's broad strokes. Imagination is good. It's also a comedy thriller. I love to laugh and be scared, so we will see. Movie comes out February 24th, 2023, like I said earlier. If I watch it, I may just make a part 2 movie reviewed for this. If you care to see that, please hit that like button and subscribe button. Actually, let me know in the comments below if that is something you'd like me to review. Love you all. I will see you very soon with another video. Also, stay tuned for the second video of our Yokai in the Bathroom series on Akai Manto. But that'll be dropped later this week. The script's just about done, but I thought this topic was pretty interesting and wanted to bring it to you in the meantime while I finish working the kinks out of that other script. Anyway, I'm so happy that you all decided to come and hang out with me for a little bit. Let me know if you're planning on seeing Cocaine Bear, and have a wonderful day. Bye!